Welcome to Professor P's STEM Lab at the Houston Public Library. And I'm Professor P, and today Cody will be assisting me. Our STEM for today is called Elephant Toothpaste, and this is intended for ages 5 and up with adult supervision. Now, the supplies you'll need today, you will need some peroxide, you'll need dishwashing liquid, dried yeast, you'll need a cup of water, you'll need food coloring, a tablespoon, a funnel, a cup, and some water bottles. Now, let's get started with our experiment. Now, Cody, let's begin. The first thing we're going to do is pour a half a cup of peroxide into a cup. And children, I need for you to ask your parents to pour a half a cup of peroxide for you into a cup. Now, Cody, we're going to pour that peroxide into our water bottle. Now, we're going to add 8 drops of food coloring. Kids, you can add any color you would like. Now, Cody, we're going to add our dishwashing liquid to a bottle. So we need a tablespoon of dishwashing liquid. And since we don't have a tablespoon today, kids, we're going to use a teaspoon. So 3 teaspoons of dishwashing liquid makes 1 tablespoon, what the recipe calls for. Now, Cody, we're going to take the water bottle and kind of swish it around for 30 seconds. Then we're going to set that to the side. And now we're going to add our dry yeast. We need a tablespoon of dry yeast, and since we're using a teaspoon, we need 3 of those. And now we need 3 tablespoons of warm water, but since we're using teaspoons today, we're going to use 9 teaspoons of water. So now, Cody, we're going to combine those two together. So we're going to take the water and pour it into the dry yeast. And we're going to stir it for 30 seconds. Then we're going to let that yeast sit for 5 minutes to activate. Let's mix these two together. Take your funnel, place it into your bottle, and pour in your mixture. And let's watch what happens. This experiment looks like a foamy toothpaste coming out of a tube. It's big enough for an elephant. It works by combining hydrogen peroxide, soap, and yeast. The yeast breaks down the hydrogen peroxide into water and oxygen. The water combines with the soap to create foam, and the foam oozes out like toothpaste. You might notice that the bottle gets warm as the foam oozes, and the reaction in this experiment releases energy in a form of heat along with the foam. Look at the elephant toothpaste. The yeast contains catalyst, an enzyme that breaks down the hydrogen peroxide in the oxygen and water. Catalyst is found in almost all living things, including animals, including humans as well. This is why 3% hydrogen peroxide bubbles when you put it on a cut or a scrape. The oxygen releases kills the germs in the cut. Isn't that cool, boys and girls? Now, how does this relate to STEM? This is a chemical reaction. The hydrogen peroxide and the yeast and the water work together. Thank you for coming to Professor P's STEM Lab with the Houston Public Library. Thank you. Bye-bye.